Just a static electricity. It's us moving to the sound. Your lips are all I need.
Alright, what's going on YouTube? Today we're gonna drain the brake fluid in my bike and guess redo it. I've been doing a few tutorials now. I think I'm gonna start calling these the Ghetto tutorials by Future Ride. So the first thing I want to do, or at least show you, is you need to get yourself Mighty Vac. It's not necessary, but it really does help. And then you want to also get yourself some .4 brake fluid. I just got some brake parts cleaner just to clean up stuff. Get yourself some shop towels, clean that up, and you need this and this. So the first thing, get this, come right up here to your brake reservoir fluid, and then unscrew this screw here. Take that out. Grab this. Make sure you put this in a safe spot. I just put it over here on the floor. Not very safe, but whatever. And then we're gonna take off the top. Matter of fact, before we do that, get some towels. Get some shop towels. Lay it around. It's kind of windy right now, so I'm kind of screwed. Hopefully you guys have a garage. I don't have a functioning garage that I can easily maneuver the bike in and out of, so unfortunately we're outside and it's windy. So put that there. Put this over here. That should be good. Gotta take off the top here. And it's gonna give you this. See, that's why we have the towels, because it's spilling already. I'm gonna set this on the floor. So, with the Mighty Vac, I'm gonna get that. And we're gonna start sucking up some of this brake fluid that's in the reservoir so it's not spilling. Alright, put it right about there. And then we're going to come down to the brake caliper. And down at the brake caliper, you're going to want to put your Mighty Vac right here on where the nipple goes. Create a little bit of pressure. Alright, now that we built up a little pressure, I get this and loosen this up. Make sure my brake fluid up there is pretty good. And it is. We got some pressure built up, and we're gonna open up the valve here. Alright, finally got it to open. Alright, it's going to drain a little bit. I'm going to put some more fluid in the top. We're going to watch it drain. I'll keep letting it drain. Keep watching the fluids up here. Alright, I'm going to close it off again. And it's closed. Build up some more pressure. I'm going to open it back up. And then as we are draining the fluid here, just be sure to continuously put more new fluid into the reservoir on the top so you're not putting air bubbles into the system. We're going to keep draining it until the reservoir on the top runs out. It looks like we have a lot of clean fluid coming through. It's a lot better than it was. Yeah, we got some clean fluid now, so we should be good on this side. Make sure you tighten this up. Clean it off, and we're good to go with this side. Put the nipple back on, and that's it. Now let me clean this up, and I'll be right back. All right, this time we're going to be going to the other side. Take off the brake caliper nipple. Pull it off, comes off real easy. Make sure you have your tools. Mighty back on there. We're going to do the same thing, create some pressure. I like to get mine around 18 psi. Gives me some wiggle room here. We got the pressure built up. I'm going to open up the valve. We're going to watch that bleed, and I'm going to make sure the fluid stays level. So I'm going to tighten this back up. That back on. Create some pressure. All right, and as we're creating pressure, it should be ready to go. I'm just going to double check again on the reservoir. It looks a little low. Don't want that going empty now. That'd suck. Fill that back up. And we're going to open it back up again. Now we open it up. It is sucking some stuff out. I'll close it back up again. Create some more pressure. Okay, and one last time. And then it looks like we're finally getting to clear fluids. Looks like there's a lot of air bubbles in the brake line. I think we should be good here. Just make sure you clear out your brake line so that there's no air bubbles. You don't want any air bubbles in there. And then also, if you have nice painted brake calipers, make sure you're covering them up with a towel, or else this brake fluid's going to start corroding the paint, and you don't want that if you have some nice brake calipers. Mine are not that nice, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, and then we're done with that, and I'll be right back. All right, and then lastly, we're going to drain the master cylinder line. Remove the nipple. Put it somewhere safe that you remember. I'm going to put mine on the floor. All right. Alright, finally got it to open. We finally got some brake fluid coming out. Alright, we're gonna close back up because lost pressure. I'm gonna put more brake fluid in here. Dropping everything, and then reopen it. Close back up. Let's see what kind of brake fluid I got going on in here. It looks like it's a little bit dirty, but it's not too bad. Just keep on rinsing and repeating, and then we'll get there. One step at a time. All right, perfect. Got all that nasty gunk out of there. Make sure we tighten this back up so it's not leaking. All right, and we're done with that. Put the master cylinder nipple back on. And let's make sure this is not too full. How about that? And wipe everything down. And I'm gonna go and clean off the lid, and I'll be right back. Alright, and then we're going to put the lid after we clean it off right back on there. Screw it right on there nice and tight. I'm going to test out the brakes. They should have plenty of pressure. And I'm going to screw the cap back on, or the this thing. All right, that should be done. And that is how you change your brake fluid.